Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is 4oresight. Welcome to my channel, 4oresight Music, and today I'm doing my first video to this channel for a beat breakdown to my music video that I just released titled Running Out of Space. This is kind of interesting for me because this is the first time I've ever really uploaded a video talking to a camera. Never really saw myself doing this before, but I don't know, over the as I began doing music over the years, I just kind of thought it'd be more interesting to kind of give people some other type of content other than my music, show the behind the scenes of what I do and how I create the music. So yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in, and let's get into it. All right, so this is the DAW that I'm running out of here. This is Studio One. And this is the session for Running Out of Space. So to start off with, we're going to focus on the main concept of the song, which is right here. It's about 6 or 7 instruments. And basically throughout the song, all I did was pretty much manipulate pieces of this section right here and turn it into different portions of the song. So I'm gonna just play it real quick. All right, so just want to make a note here that if the audio sounds kind of raw, it's because there's no effects on whatsoever. So this is basically the raw version, and the reason why is because I want to try to keep my CPU down as much as possible. I've tried to run things with the effects on, but yeah, it just ain't happening, especially with OBS, the recording software that I'm running in the background. So I'm just keep all the effects off, but I'll try to pull up like individual effects that aren't like so CPU heavy. But yeah, so moving on, that's the main portion. That was the beginning concept that I came up with the song, and I basically I believe I started off with some percussions, with a percussion loop, just right here. So it goes like that, and from there I just added a kick, or that's a clap, excuse me. I added a kick and a clap afterwards. There's the kick right there, and then here's the clap. So that's basically what I started off with. And then I went ahead and just added this melody right here. And these sounds that I'm so far, like pretty much every sound that I've gotten is pretty much made from a splice pack. A pack that I got from splice.com. If you don't know what splice.com is, it's basically a website that hosts a variety of sample packs made from all sorts of different artists, producers, singers, etc. So this little melody that I made was basically made out of a little one-shot synth or piano. It sounds like a piano. A one-shot piano I'm not a keyboard player at all. I don't even remember how. So yeah, that's what I played out. And so what we have so far is this is what we have so far. That's what I started out with. And then I found this other sound, this cool vocal chop on found this cool vocal chop on Splice as well. It was out of the Madassin and Laxity sample pack, and I heard it and just went like this. And when I heard it and I threw it in my session, I was just like, yo, I gotta use it. I gotta use it because it just happened to fit so well. So I threw this in there, and then I added another sound, another synth. Yeah, so this is another one shot that I found, and I just played out some notes. And that's how that went. So I was like, all right, cool. Last thing I gotta add is just a bass line. You're gonna hear that right here. Let me go ahead and mute it. I'm gonna go ahead and mute it for you guys. Hold on. Let me play it back. This is the bass line right here. So yeah, and this is actually. So I actually didn't use a sound from Splice with this one. This one is this is a default plugin that comes with Studio One. It's called My Tai, and I basically made a little preset for it for the bass line that I used. It was out of a custom preset that I made for myself. I called it. I don't know, it's just called My 808. So I played that. Hold on. Yeah, so played that out, and this is the concept that I came up with, the main concept of the song that I came up with. All right, so now we're moving into a different portion of the song. So I'm transitioning into, I guess you could call it a B section or something like that. I don't know, but this is a different portion of the song that I'm transitioning into. So what I did to kind of introduce the new portion of the song was I added a little FX sound here. I added that little sound here. It's basically just a little reversed hi-hat, and then we came into this part. So for let me go ahead and mute the I'm gonna mute the clap and the kick. I really should have labeled my stuff, man. I gotta do a better job at organizing organizing my my sessions. But so basically what we have going on here is so this sound is the same exact sound as this is the same exact instrument as what's being played right here in the beginning portion of the song. It's the same exact thing. It's just kind of downscaled, and basically what I did to get to downscale the note and kind of change up the rhythm, I just basically used a plugin called Halftime. All right, so I had to take a second and figure out what it was that I actually did. So basically, as I was saying before, I used Halftime and I put it on 1/8, and I also used an arpeggiator, and I used this default setting that's in Studio One called Straight One. So with these two effects, it sounds like this. So here's the so again, here's the original. And then when I turn on Halftime, with the arpeggiator, it gives like this kind of like this bouncy rhythm, and it also downscales the notes. So that's how I came up with that portion, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing with the vocals. The vocals, I did the same exact, pretty much did the same exact thing, except for minus the arpeggiator, because the vocals already kind of had like a chopped up effect to it. So, yeah, I did the same thing. I just added added Halftime on top of it, put it on 1/8, and that was that. So we're gonna continue to play the song. All right, here we go. Turn everything back on. So ain't nothing much change here. The rhythm changed up, but all I did was, instead of let me pull it back up again. So basically, instead of me putting it on 1/8, I think I put it on I think I half-timed it. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah. Now I put it on a quarter. All right. Yeah, so I put it on a quarter. So instead of 1/8, which was this, I just put it on a quarter step. And yeah, that's how I switched up the rhythm between these in this part right here. All right, so let me unmute everything. Oh, and also, as far as the drop here, as far as that part right here, that was just basically, I just took a portion from these two tracks right here and mixed it down into its own separate track. and I just added a little effect on it. That's all. I just added a little effect from a plugin called Movement. All right, so this is Movement. Movement is basically it's another effect plugin. It just kind of adds like more rhythm to your tracks. Like if you're trying to change up or manipulate the sound, it kind of gives the sound this sort of bouncy rhythm, while still keeping the core of the sound. It's very interesting, but that's the best way I can explain it. But it's a really dope plugin. I would definitely get it if you can. It's also on Splice as well. It's a rent to own plugin on splice.com. So I would definitely go check it out. But that's what I use for my drops. So I'm gonna continue on the song from here. So now I just added another bass line. You heard another drop come in. There goes another one. So yeah, only thing I added in this section was basically I just added added another bass line. So you heard this going on right here. So yeah, so you heard that come in, and then you also heard a yeah, you also heard me stack the melody, stack on the main melody that was already playing, just to add more, more depth. And then we just come into this little bridge. And like I said, it's all the same instruments playing. It's the same instruments from the original concept of the song. So, and then you hear me bringing back in the vocals. This time it's chopped a little bit differently. All right, so this is the real interesting part of the song. This might arguably be my favorite part because I just find it dope how I made it, but how I flipped it. So basically, again, it's the same instruments that you hear playing, but this time I just reversed everything and I added a kick and I added a snare and a heavy 808 on top of it. So and then here's the melody. Like I said, this section right here is just reversed. It's just the song, the main part of the song, but just reversed. And that's pretty much it. So, like I said, the whole song is literally this section right here, the main concept that I came up with at the beginning, and the whole idea was to basically just keep flipping it to make it, and turning it into something that sounds different from the first part of the first part of the section. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. If you want to go check out the music video for this song, it's on my YouTube channel. In the next video, I'll probably do another beat breakdown or make a beat from scratch. But thank you guys for tuning in. This is 4oresight Music, and until the next one, deuces.
yo.